Lwów, or Lemberg, the third largest city in Poland. For hundreds of years, an important crossroads on the trade routes between Western and Northern Europe, and Russia, Hungary, and the Balkans. Its variegated population is made up of Ukrainians, Poles, Jews, and a not inconsiderable number of Germans. It is a city of various cultures and religions. Lwów is noted for its variety of architectural styles. Among its famous buildings are the palaces of the Polish nobility. The new commercial center along Legionów and Akademicka streets also serves as the city's central promenade, the Korzo. Here stands the statue of Poland's greatest poet, Adam Mickiewicz. And here, on national festivals, military parades are held. In Lwów, there are no asphalt roads yet. Its streets are paved with square stones on which the electric trolleys and carriages travel. The municipality building with its high tower, the Ratosz, dominates the large city square. In its center is the wholesale market, to which farmers from the surrounding area bring their agricultural produce. At the entrance to the municipality building stand statues of two lions, the city's symbol. In the old market, largely controlled by Jewish vendors, one can obtain anything from food products to second-hand goods. The language of bargaining is a juicy Yiddish, spiked with the unique oaths of Lwów. The prices of certain items, such as fruit and especially apples, are lower here than in the market square. The smells of this market envelop the entire neighborhood. At the end of the street stands the large city theater, which is the city's artistic showcase. There are two more Polish theaters in Lwów, a Ukrainian theater and also the Gimple family's Yiddish theater, where Abraham Goldfaden tried his luck at the beginning of the century. Lwów's largest museum building. Other museums were established from the private collections of ancient Polish families. Lwów is especially proud of its parks and gardens, which serve its inhabitants as places of recreation. Each year, at the beginning of autumn, Lwów hosts the Eastern Trade Fair, to which buyers and visitors come from all over Poland and also from other countries. The pavilion of the Polish National Radio. The Polish heavy industry display. The fair is held in the heart of Kiliński Park. This is the Jewish Commercial Center. Jews have lived in Lwów since the 14th century, 100 years after its establishment. During these centuries, they lived in two communities, one outside the city walls and one inside. The two communities suffered all the troubles that visited the city: invasion by the Tatars, the Turks, the Swedes, the Cossacks, and the great fires which burned down the city's wooden houses. Jews dominate Lwów's commercial life. Apart from the Jewish Commercial Center, there are magnificent Jewish stores in the non-Jewish sections of the city. On Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, when Jewish commerce ceases, Lwów looks like a dead city. This is the Jewish Community Building, the supreme institution of organized Jewish life in Lwów. Across from the community building is the Artisans Club, with the offices of various Jewish trade unions, and a large assembly hall, which also serves for weddings. The temple, the house of prayer of the more modernized sector of the community. The three-story building of the Jewish Hospital, built in 1903, with the donation of the Jewish philanthropist, Moritzki Lazarus. Marbitse Torah Synagogue, one of the important houses of prayer in the city. The 100,000 Jews in Lwów have 45 synagogues and 14 kloisen. The Altisho, the old synagogue, dozens of beggars stand outside it, waiting for alms from those who come to pray here. The old Jewish cemetery of Lwów, which goes back to the 16th century, is the grave of the Goldene Rose, the Golden Rose, who was remembered by the Jews of Lwów for her martyrdom. Lwów abounds in Jewish public and welfare institutions. The city's Jews boast of Das Goldene Yiddish Harz, the Golden Jewish Heart. In the center of the Jewish district is the large hall Nowości, where Jewish actors, even from other countries, come to perform. The hard-working Jews of Lwów have to struggle to earn a livelihood for their families and education for their children. In most of the 12 government high schools, and in the private ones too, Jewish pupils form a large percentage, far above their proportion in the city's population. The Jews of Lwów have set up a spacious hostel for pupils studying at the city's higher institutions of learning. They have also established trade schools for boys and for girls, youth clubs, boarding schools, and old people's homes. One of the attractions of Jewish life in Lwów are the Jewish restaurants, famous for their gefilte fish. At Dorfman's or at Bagnowka, at the twilight hour, one can meet Polish nobles or priests enjoying this dish. One of the occupations of the Jews of Lwów is trade in foreign currency. Day in, day out, Jews fill 4 narrow streets where every kind of foreign currency is bought and sold. The American dollar is, of course, the currency most in demand. When evening comes and this black market activity subsides, the city's nightlife appears in these same streets. Scores of prostitutes work here with the yellow license granted by the health authorities. Sloneczna Street is to the Jews of Lwów what Nalewki Street is to the Jews of Warsaw. Street vendors, shops, workshops, stalls, cheap lodging houses. This street symbolizes the poor Jews of Lwów struggling for their existence. Lwów is often visited by conjurers and acrobats. These perform in the middle of the street, and the audiences gladly fill their hats with coins. The terror of the Jewish street are the city's tough. From them you can hear the innocent curse. May you be to me like a lamp. First hang, then burn. At night go out, and in the morning may the fly stick to you. And if you get tired, come into this food shop and taste the hot sweet corn. And if you like, tomorrow we'll go out again for a walk around the city of Lwów in this spring of 1939.